So today we're going to start with dessert. I mean, hello, I have a fantastic funfetti cake for you to make for your, it's so easy but so fantastic, as I also decorate for Christmas. I'm so excited that you're here. Now let me wear my, my uniform. Let's do this. Let me tell you guys, every time I go to bake, I always remember that I should have removed this butter from the fridge 5 hours ago. Oh my goodness. So now I saw this trick on the internet that you put hot water in your bowl. Then once the bowl is hot, you pour out the water and then you use it to cover your butter for a few minutes and your butter softens up. So let's see if it works. I will share all these recipes in the pinned comment for this confetti cake. Oh my gosh, the confetti cake. I love it so much. I think it's just such a festive cake to make. It's pretty, it's colorful, it's everything that one would want in a Christmas cake. And for the confetti, you can find them in the supermarket. If you don't find it in Naivas, try Carrefour, various varieties. Even if you may not get the exact same colors, they have really nice different colors for you to try. And also in the bakery shops, many bakery shops around Nairobi. The recipe calls for me to divide the cake in the butter into 3, so I'm supposed to be baking 3 individual cakes. I only have 2 baking tins, so my sufuria or cooking pot will have to do. It's slightly bigger than the rest of the baking trays, but that's fine. I'll just cut it down into size. My evening is going pretty interestingly because I've had a lot of interruptions in the decorating part. That's what I'm up to now. One thing I want to do, because I've decided our color scheme will be white, gold, and green, I want to change these curtains. I feel like there's a bit too much green. So I've exchanged them with the ones that have been upstairs, which are goldish in color. And then we'll see how that goes. I've already removed the ones that are upstairs. Now I want to remove these ones and change them. As the cake is cooling, it needs to go into the fridge for like an hour before we can frost it. So I think I have a bit of time. So let's see how much you can accomplish. And then I still want to make some muffins. Yeah. I forgot to buy Oreos. I was supposed to buy Oreos to make some Oreo balls, but gosh, I forgot yesterday. So I'll make that in another video. Very easy dessert to make. No bake. Awesome. But that now will be for another video. Let's decorate. Now that the cake is safely baking away, let me get onto this decorating, which has been a struggle for me. I'm telling you, normally I'm the first one, not the first one, but I'm usually one of the early bird decorators. Like by 15th of November, my decorations should be up. But this year, you guys, zero psych, zero motivation. The kids kept asking like, oh, what's happening? Is Christmas happening? In fact, I was discussing with you guys on Instagram, and actually 50% of you all don't even decorate for Christmas. I don't know why. Let me know down below whether you're a Christmas decorator or not. And then it took me so long to come up like with a theme, because I was like, last year it was so red and so beautiful, so traditional Christmas colors. Please check it out. It came out so well last year. So this year I was like, nah, I don't want to repeat the same things that I did last year. But then again, who has the money to buy completely new decorations, So I was like, I'll omit the red and just do green, white, and gold. And I'm excited. And my little helpers, oh, this is so fun for them, by the way. Even if you have no psych, please do it for your kiddos. These memories are made of this. It's a whole day later. Yes, and some hours. So life happened. I had to go to work. So my cake, which is supposed to chill for an hour, has been chilling for like 36 hours. Man, it's life. So now I want to finish this part. The decoration, by the way, it's mostly done. I'll show you. I'm so jazzed. But now, thankfully, I was able to use yesterday's distraction to get some Oreos. Yay! So I want to make some Oreo balls, and then I make some Christmas muffins, and then we finish with a cake, and then you will see how we are Christmasing over here. So let's start with these Oreo balls. So these Oreo balls are fantastic because you don't need to bake them. A very easy recipe, and then it only calls for 4 ingredients, which is Oreos, some chocolate chips if you have, some sweet condensed milk or evaporated milk. I don't have sweet condensed milk. And if you want, some sprinkles for decorating. Very, very optional. The first thing will be to crush our Oreos, okay? There are 2 ways to do this. You can use a Ziploc bag like this, which we love when we're doing our freezer meals. This come in so handy. If you're interested, I will link them down below. Very big, very fantastic. And now we can also use them to crush our Oreos, okay? The other thing you can use is a food processor, but I'll show you that later, that process later. But now let me first show you how you can use these Ziploc bags. So you open like this, and then pour in your Oreos. We just need them crushed, okay? And then pour them into your bag. Zip up your bag. Comes the fun part, which is relieve all your stress. So we're relieving all our stress on these Oreos, okay? By crushing them. So that's one way of doing it, but I want to put mine in the food processor because it will be faster. And then I'm just going to mix it there with the milk. I'm going to show ya. Okay, so let's get on with the business of the day. I had no idea this is going to take me 2 whole days, but you know what? Life is life. If you watched my video where of the 100,000 subs, I was explaining to you guys how it's, you know, you just have to juggle so many things with the motherhood and the work and the business and the YouTube and all that. So sometimes things just don't go as planned, but you know what? As long as they're going, I'm fine. Then, of course, I have to spare 4 Oreos for my little helpers because, you know, yeah. So I put too much milk. It's supposed to look like cookie dough consistency. Let me show you how it looks like. Oh, okay. This thing can't blend if it's not covered. So see, this is way too runny. And I've run out of Oreos. But I'm a genius. I'm going to put in some Weetabix.
Mommy,
What?
why are you putting in Weetabix?
Because I put too much milk, man. Now it's become a soggy. If you don't want your Oreo butter to come out soggy like mine, I figured out the best thing would be to just put in your evaporated milk or whatever milk you're using. Measure it by the tablespoon. Okay, don't just pour it like me, like a flood. Just pour it 1 tablespoon at a time and then monitor. Nobody wants a soggy mess. So Oreo balls was a bit of a stretch. Let's just call them Oreo blobs. Well, you know what? They still taste delicious. Yummy. Put them in the fridge for 1 hour to chill. I've put some toothpicks so that they'll be easier to dip. I really pray and hope that they'll be able to get out of that tray. Otherwise, I'm cooked. Hey, the guys are just licking away this Oreo butter. Oh my goodness. I don't like to let them lick uncooked cake butter because it has raw eggs and salmonella and all that jazz. But this one doesn't have any of that. So you know what? They are having the time of their lives, my twinsies. So now I want to make some Christmas muffins. Yes, you know, I gave you this Christmas cake, the spicy one and all that. I'm never such a fan, by the way, but I've decided to try the Christmas muffins. And that's what we're up to. If I had been more organized, I could have found my green muffin tops to go with the theme, but I can't find them. So you know what? This will do. Yes, let's do this. Keep saying let's do this, let's do this. I'm not a fan of traditional Christmas cake. You know, the one that is made like months in advance, where you have to soak your dried fruits and soak them, I don't know, in what and what and what. At the end of the day, to me, it doesn't even taste like cake. It's just like, I don't know what. Maybe I've not eaten the original one. Let me know if you like Christmas. Let me first of all know whether you know what original Christmas cake is, the one with all the fruits and all that jazz. Then two, let me know whether you like it or not. I've tasted it a couple of times, not a fan. But one thing I liked about these muffins is sort of like mimicking, in the sense that they have cinnamon, they have nutmeg, very spicy. I don't have, supposed to have dried cranberries, but you know, I don't have that. So, you know, recipes are just guidelines. So, I was hoping to have some raisins, but apparently I don't. So, you know what? But oh my goodness. Yeah, I have a good feeling about these muffins. I love buttercream frosting. Or let me say it's growing on me. You remember the cake? Oh my goodness. Here's another idea for a cake I've just remembered. We made a coffee flavored cake with coffee flavored buttercream frosting a few weeks ago. My goodness, so nice. And I fell in love with that. I whipped my own cream for that one. But this is buttercream. The other one was whipped cream. The difference, I don't know. So anywho, love the taste of this buttercream. Please do not come at me that my cake is not flat. I know my two eyes are working very well, but you know what? We're not eating the flatness of the cake, okay? We're eating the sweetness and the colorfulness of it. One day I might decide to take baking seriously and actually get proper tools and get proper training. But I think I'd get nice classes on Skillshare, by the way. Until then, lopsided cake or not, I think it's delish. I'm still struggling with these Oreo balls. I think after some minutes, I actually put them in the freezer, so it's easier to form them like this. And okay, they're taking shape somehow. My Oreo balls have taken shape, and dipping them in the melted chocolate is helping them to even take more shape, if that's a thing. So, great idea. The other thing also I noticed is that my melted chocolate was getting finished so fast. So for the second batch, I'm adding some, what am I adding? What? Brain freeze. I am adding some butter. Yes, to make it a bit more runny. I know it's not ideal, but you know what? It is what it is, man. I know all these treats are a bit too many for my family. Too much sugar, I know. But it's Christmas, you know. And also, I'm planning to take some of the muffins to work to my colleagues. So the guys are working with me tomorrow. It's your lucky day. Yes, looking forward to that. So we've already had our yummy githeri for dinner. Now it's ready to tackle. We are ready to tackle all this dessert, but the most thing I'm curious about is how this cake looks on the inside. So let's give it a chop. I love these colors. Can you see? Red and green. Fantastic. Very in keeping with our theme. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. I'm here praying it doesn't fall apart because embarrassment. Yummy. What? Oh my my goodness. I loved how this living room has turned out, you guys. You know, I've been toying with the idea of getting fresh curtains or going brighter with our living room. I should probably talk to Agatha about it. She helped me to design this room. But, I mean, curtains are expensive. I don't have money to buy another set of curtains. I will not lie, you guys. So, the whole idea of switching curtains from the bedrooms to the living room has actually worked very well, because now I'm starting to see, like, you know, I'm having a rough idea of what I would like eventually the place to look like. So, maybe I can start saving some money, and maybe in about 6 months' time, 10 months, who knows how long it's going to take to accumulate that much money. Maybe I can work on that. Anywho, and the food's looking so good. Thanks for hanging out. Let me know whether you're decorating for Christmas, as I said, and watch last year's Christmas decorations for more inspiration, or any other video on this channel. So much to learn, and I will see you over there. Merry Christmas and bye.